Hi, I wanted to just show you from today's class, the only thing that we did was we went back to all of the topics we know in terms of factoring, like difference of two squares, perfect square trinomials, and we just practiced, and we felt really confident. And then what we did was we brought in this kind of trinomial here that you first say, like, it can feel overwhelming. So what we did was we just came up with a system that every time this is what we can try. And sometimes there are people in the class who can attest that sometimes they just were lucky and that their binomial times binomial worked first and then they were done, and other people, it took a while. So what we started with was we looked at first our signs, and we said they're both positive, so we know in our factoring that they're both going to be positive also, because these let me know whether to get a positive 12, I either had to do a multiplication of a positive times a positive or a negative times a negative. But this here, when I add to to a positive 17x, I know that they both had to be positive. So then what we did was we talked about all the ways that we could get to this number of 6x squared. And we said we could either have 6 and x, or we could also have 2x and 3x, either way. But we are also thinking about now all the ways that we could get to 12. And we know that, of course, there are a lot. So we thought that we could either have, and I'm just going to write these now and then talk to you about some of the strategies that people used. So to get to 12, I could use 1 and 12, but I also have to remember that I could use 12 and 1. I could have 2 and 6, or 6 and 2. And again, because I'm just thinking about all the ways that I could get to 12 when I multiply. I could also have 3 and 4, or I could have 4 and 3. 6x and x, again, here. So you can see already I have a ton of options. And this is where I want you to just sort of be at peace with this work. Don't get overwhelmed and just think you have gotten all the possibilities out there. That's all. Now I'm going to do the same process for this over here with the 2x and the 3x. So I know that I could have 1 and 12. I could have 12 and 1. Because I know when I do the outsides and insides with this, I'm going to get something different with those. So 2x and 3x. So then I have a 6 and a 2, or I have a 2 and a 6. Sorry, sometimes I can't write as fast as I would like. And then I could also do the 3 and the 4, or the 4 and the 3. So I'll do the 3 and the 4 with a 2x and a 3x. Or I could do the 4 and the 3 here. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put addition signs between all of these binomials, and then I'm just going to check it. So again, you're just staying really relaxed, really focused. You're doing, you've done this now, and now you just check. Okay, so here I get 1x. Here I'd get 72x. There's no way I can get 17x when I add. Here I get 12x. Here I get 1x. That's 18x, which is pretty close, but not quite. I get 2x. I get 36x. I'm not going to get 17 when I add those. 6x, 12x, again, I'm going to get 18x there. Nope. I have 3x, I have 24x, that's 27x rather, sorry. I have 4x, I have 18x, I have 22x, that's not going to work. So, we're staying nice and relaxed. I get 3x, and I get 24x, so that's 27x. I have 36x and 2x, so that's 38x. That's still another no. 18x and 4x, that's 22x. I have 6x and 12x. I have 18x again. So we're just staying really relaxed. And this is total luck about which one I'm going to get when. That's 9x and 8x. There's my 17x. So there is my answer. So I know that this is the combination that gives me this trinomial. So I'm going to say something else to you. Lucas, instead with his, only took in class today. He only took this one here. And then he said, it didn't work. Then he wrote the next one. That didn't work. So then he wrote the next one. That didn't work. The benefit of doing that Lucas's way is that if you end up on the first one getting it to work, you haven't written all these other ones out. But I like doing this way also because I can see everything and then I know I've exhausted all my possibilities. All right, I hope this is helpful. We're just going to practice more in class tomorrow. When you're ready during class time, you'll get to take a quiz. That'll be very painless and just a few questions. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.